In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Typography 3 Photoshop action and how to customize the effect that you got after playing the action. So I'm actually going to use two photos here for a demonstration. So this is the first photo, and for this I'm going to create this effect. So as you can see, the action creates this great typography effect, and there are also a lot of options for customizing the result. As you can see, you can remove a typography effect on some parts of your photo and create some interesting results. Okay, so here you can see that you can also keep your original photo colors. So you can leave it black and white, but you can also keep your original photo colors, and you can also apply some of the color options. You can choose from 35 color options. Okay, and I got a few more examples here from this. Created this from this to this. Here I have applied also a color option, and here I have just randomized the colors. So I got also that option with this action. You can very easily randomize the colors that you got. Okay, and for this photo I created this effect. Okay, and this is the second example, that photo that I'm going to use for a demonstration. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it here, and I will close all other tabs here. Okay, so first, when you open your photo, what you gotta check is that your photo is a background layer, so it must be called a background and have this little lock icon. And if you got something like this or anything else, the action won't work. So this is very important step, and what you gotta do when you open your photo is just go, if it's not a background layer, just go to layer, new, and choose a background from layer. And as you can see, your photo will be background layer. Okay, then you should check the image mode. It should be RGB color mode 8-bit channel, and image size is not important here. The action will work with any size. Okay, so size is not important, also resolution is not important. So you can use any resolution and any size photo, the action will work. Okay, so I'm just gonna click OK. Go to Window, Actions. So to load the action, just go to this little arrow here, Load Actions, and just choose the action that can be downloaded. Okay, so you will see here we got the two actions, Text Prepare and Typography 3. So the Text Prepare action actually is here for to create the text that you're going to use for the action. And if you want to use some of already made text that can be downloaded, I'm going to show you now. So I got these 4 text variations. Okay, so they are coming with download. Then you can just skip this step here, and need it. Okay, you just can immediately play this action here after you made a brush layer, of course. I'll make it now, but first I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to make your own text. So with your own text effect with your own words and your own font and so on. Okay, so this is the website that I found pretty much useful for this. Okay, so you can just register for free. You can also log in with some of these social networks. Okay, and these are some of the clouds that are already made. So just go to create new word cloud, and you can remove these words and just go to import words. Now here you just have to type your text or paste it, and I'm going to use a random text now, so I'm just gonna copy this into here. Okay, and just click import words, and you will see all the words are here. And now go to shapes, and we are just going to use this shape here. Okay, this is the font, so you can use any font here, or you can also add your own font if you like. Okay, so I'm just going to use some of these fonts here. let's see, let's use this one. Okay, so I just select it. Now go to layout. Here you can choose the layout of the text, so it can be horizontal, vertical, and so on. And I'm going to choose this one here. Okay, and this is the words amount. You can leave it to auto. You can also mark keep as is. It says don't repeat words. And I'm going to define. So you can control the number of words. I'm going to set something like this. Okay. And the word size can be maximized. I'm going to use size column for words table. Okay. You don't need this here. All you got to do now is to click visualize. Okay. So now just wait until this finish. Okay, until this is working, we are going to make a brush layer here. So make a new layer, double click on its name, just type brush. All letters must be lowercase, otherwise the action won't work. Just pick a brush tool and choose any color. Color is not important here. And I'm just going to brush all over here. Okay, so I'm going to brush all over the portrait and not on the background, like this. Okay, that's it. Let's see if this has finished. Okay, it's finished. So this is the our text style that we got. And now what you gotta do is go to grab and share, and just click for this size. You need the premium feature. So this one is free, and actually it's enough for our needs. Okay, so just like here, and save it. Okay, and when you save your photo, just going to put it to Photoshop. So here it is. When you put your text, you just play the text prepare action. Okay. Okay, the action is finished, and it says you got a message. It says now just save your photo as a JPEG or a PNG. Click continue to proceed. Okay, so you can just save it. The name is not important. Okay, and just save it there. You can turn off this. No. And so now we have our text, and we are just going to play typography 3 action. And during the action processing, action will stop a few times with the messages. So I'm going to pause the video here and then come back when the first message pops up. The action actually is finishing pretty much fast, under a minute. Okay, so but it could depend on your image size. Okay, so now I'll play the action. Okay, so the action has just stopped, and we got the first message. It says now you have to save your photo as a PSD file. You can name it however you like and place it anywhere. Just to know, you will have to select it in the next few seconds. So I'm going to save it just here on my desktop, so I can easily find it later, because I'm going to need it in a few seconds. You can name it as the message says, however you want. I'm going to just name it this place. Okay. Here we got another message. It says now you have to place your text file into this document. Click continue to proceed. So click continue, and you can use some of these variations that you got with the download, or your own that we just made. So here it is. I'm gonna click place, and here is important to place the text over your brushed area. Okay, so it must cover the brushed area. Okay, so that's it. And when you place it as you like and scale it, one great tip for scaling, If you want to your text key proportions, then just hold Shift button and move some of these corners. Okay, so don't move here, 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 here. Just move the corners and hold the Shift button, and you will have proportions. Or you can also check this option here. So commit transformation. So here we got another message. It says, in the next pop-up window, just choose your file that you have saved as a PSD file. So just click continue, and you can leave this to 10, and make sure that these two options are selected here, and just click OK. And now just choose your displays file, your file that you have saved, as the message says, and I name it displays, or this is that file, and just gonna click open. Okay, the action has just stopped. So first I'm going to do is to close all of these folders, and how to quickly do that is to hold Control Alt button for PC or Command Option for Mac, and just click on this little arrow here. Okay, so I got all folders closed now, and I'm going to close the Actions panel. Okay, so this is the effect that we got, and if you're happy with the effect, you can just save it and use it. Okay, so but if you want to customize the effect, first we are going to do is to turn off this layer called Auto Sharpen, and we're going to make it again at the end of the customization. Okay, so now we're going to start our customization from here. This is our base photo, this is our text. Okay, and here we got the layer called original colors. So if you click here, you see it says brush white into the mask, and if you select the layer mask and set here a white color and just brush some places, you're going to actually bring back the original color. Okay, as you can see. And what you can do if you want to apply the original colors to the whole photo, and then just hold the Shift button and just click on this layer mask so you can turn it off, or simply remove the layer mask with the delete layer mask option. Okay, and you have the original colors. Okay, what we're going to do now, I will use a black and white effect this time. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this layer mask here, and I want to remove the typography effect over the eyes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new layer at the top, and I'll just turn off the text, pick some brush, choose any color. Color is not important. We just need we are just using brush for making selection. Okay, and just brush here, like this. Okay, let's brush here also. Okay, now just press Control button for PC or Command for Mac, select it, and I'm gonna delete this layer. Now I'm gonna turn on text again and select this layer mask here, choose a black color here for foreground, and just going to fill it. Okay, and that's it. Okay, what you can also do is you don't have to make a new layer. You can immediately select this layer mask and just brush with a black color on the place where you want to remove the text. Okay, but sometimes this method that I have used now is better, because when you turn off these, you can clearly see the area that you want to brush, and it's more easy to be precise there. Okay, so if you want to remove a text on any places, just brush with the black color into the layer mask. Okay, like this. Okay, so Now let's go to the adjustments. Here we got the overall contrast, and you can moving this cursor, you're controlling the contrast of the photo, so you can just set it as you like. You can see I'm gonna set something like this. Okay, this is the overall saturation, and our photo is black and white, so this layer will not take any effect, but if you use the colors and then double click here, and then you can change the saturation. Okay, as you can see. Okay, and I'm going to use a black and white effect, so we don't need this layer now. And also this is the layer called randomized colors, so I'm gonna just turn on again here. So when you use the colors, you can double click here and just move the hue cursor to quickly randomize the colors. Okay, so I don't need this layer because I'm going to use a black and white effect. And this is the overall brightness. When you double click here, you can actually move these three cursors here to control the brightness. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like this. Here we got the overall sharpen. Okay, so there's a layer that I said we are going to make later, and I'm going to make it now because I finished with customization here. So just make a new layer, go to image, Apple image, okay, and just go to filter. You will already have this filter here. Just click there and just change it blending mode to vivid light, and just by changing this opacity you'll control the sharpen amount. So as you can see, I'm just going to leave it to about 80. Okay, and this is the color options. So as I said in the beginning of the video, you got 35 color options to choose from, and you can apply them even if you have a black and white effect. Okay, so just experiment, see which one goes best to your photo. So you just turn on some of the color option. If you don't like it, simply turn it off and try with another. You can also turn on more than one color option and then change their opacities, so that way you combine color options. Okay, and I'm going to bring back the colors, okay, and just show you how to make the image from that I showed as an example. Okay, so that's it. Okay, now I'm going to show you the other example here that I have that I got here. So you see that this photo have a black background. So when you got that kind of photo, you can just brush differently. So here I have brushed all over portrait except on the background. You can also brush here on the background and later remove the typography effect, okay, or base photo, just remove it, okay, if you brush the background. But here you actually doesn't not have to do that. Okay, so just make a new layer, press Ctrl A or Command A, and just fill everything like this. Name it a brush, and I'm going to play action again. I'm going to pause video here, so I'm gonna skip all the messages in the video because I showed you that before. So I'm just going to show you the final effect and customization. Okay, the action has just stopped, so I will close all the folders again and close the actions panel. I just remembered I forgot to tell you one important thing here. So that's the you can change the displays amount here. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate it, that here, but you can of course it will be you can done it on the same way for this photo. Okay, but I have removed the display PSD file, so I can show you now on this example. I'm going to show you here. There's this here. So when you double click this on displays, you can just change this amount. Okay, So this is the amount of displays, and if you use larger numbers, the text will be more displaced. Okay, and for this photo I'm going to actually use I often use about 15, sometimes 20, and for this photo I'm just going to use 5. So just click OK and choose your file, PSD file. Okay, so that's it. And what I'm going to do in this example is to select this layer mask and just brush with black color over some places. Like this. Okay. Let's brush a little bit here. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like this. Here I've used the text that can be downloaded, so it's called text variation 1. Okay, and it's got all vertical, all words are vertical placed. So again, you can use the original colors. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this, and adjustments. I'm gonna go remove the sharpen. Let's see. Here I'm gonna change the brightness a little bit. I have skipped these 2 layers because I don't got a color. And make a new layer. Just choose the high pass and set color mode to vivid light. Okay, and I'm not going to use any color option. So as you can see, when you get a black background, then you can just brush all over your photo and play the action, and the typography will not be visible on that on their place. But if you got exactly some place where you want to show the typography, then just brush all over that places. Okay, and it's not a big mistake if you brush over a background, for example, and you didn't want to get a typography effect on the background, because you can easily remove it just by selecting this layer mask and brushing with black color over there, or completely removing the background that places, or brushing black into this layer mask. Okay, and then you can your background color layer will be visible. You can just change its color. Okay, so I hope you liked the action and that you understood everything. But if you need any help with the action, with this or any other my action, you can contact me anytime. Okay, so if you got any questions, feel free to contact me anytime via my Envato profile page. And thanks for watching. Bye.